So if you are looking to level up an expedition at 33, it's going to be quite simple that you need to battle. I mean, that one, to be honest, is probably the easiest thing to have said, but in general, you will see that there is a lot of different things that you can either level up or include in the upgrade. As you'll see here, we can obviously get ourselves the first attack here, and obviously that's going to give ourselves a bit more of a better battle. You will see that we basically will have two different goes as well, so we can obviously start striking a lot quicker. So we are going to go with this strike to start with, and utilizing the weaknesses and everything about that is going to be fantastic. So we're going to go with the ice on this one, and we're going to get ourselves our lovely weakness in there. Just nice to learn straight away. And also, oh no, I've ruined that. Oh, I managed to get it. And obviously spam and dodge is always a good one as well. So obviously going for the attacks is always perfect, and being able to dodge is going to be an absolute blessing at times, because you want to be trying to basically get rid of most of the attacks if you can. If you can parry, even better, but naturally you will obviously have some incidents where you might get hit a little bit. Now, as you can see here, we're going to go and just attack this one, and we should see the level at least increase after the battle. And you see we got 53 XP plus the 20% no damage. Now obviously that's not going to be every single time, and the higher the opponent you get, the better damage you're going to do, the better level you're going to do. So naturally, as you do progress through the game, it is going to be fantastic to be able to get them levels up as quick as possible. So you want to most definitely try and increase the levels as much as you can. And as you can see, we obviously will get stuff and different equipment that can be done throughout each of the levels. So we are only very basic up here at the moment. We can actually move up this rope, wow. But we are obviously through the basics at the moment, nothing too crazy in terms of the upgrade of levels, so naturally we will see more and more as we do progress through the game, which will be incredible. And obviously the more kind of bigger things that you are attacking, it is going to progress you a little bit more. We will obviously talk about weapons and skills and all of that as well, but this is just purely on the level point of view. And as you can see, we've got quite a solid world. We can see we've got another battle down there with something just a little bit larger, and also you can rest as well. So for instance, if we was to go into the start menu, you can see that we have got 156 out of 166. We can obviously start and rest here in between different battles. So you can see we've got obviously learn skills, upgrade attributes that we will talk about a little bit in the future, but we also have fast travel, something that can obviously be used if you are kind of going through the expedition points, and you can kind of go back and maybe even just get your level up that little bit more. Obviously resting is going to be important, so for instance with the upgrading ability, we can see that we can obviously upgrade ourselves here. We've managed to get 3 points, so we can obviously look at what we want to upgrade. So if we want to get a little bit extra on obviously the critical rate, you can obviously get a bit more defense, which is going to be fantastic, especially if you do take a hit. We can obviously add a bit of health, and we can add a bit of attack as well. You can also do this for both of you, so if you want to have maybe a different point of view, you can obviously go for a little bit more agility instead on one of the attacks, and utilize yourselves as a battle partnership rather than one on their own. When it comes to learning skills, there is obviously a few different things that we can do, and I am going to talk about this in a new video because we'll kind of go over a bit of everything, but this is pretty standard. Obviously it depends on what you're looking for in terms of the upgrades. Obviously going for the specific spells, depending on who you're going for, like we can see the healing one might be quite important, and most definitely looking at some of these bigger spells might be the better thing you can do. So resting up and getting into the next battle is going to be very important. And as you can see, we've obviously come up against this thing right here. Let's see if we can get this attack in first, just to blast out the first one. We can see what XP we can get from this one as well, as it is on its own, which is always nice. We're going to get the first strike in, and as you can see, we have got now a new target we can use. Beautiful. So you can see the powerful is buff that amplifies the character's damage by a considerable amount. We also have healing here. We're going to have the burning sensation, but we are going to go with ice on this one and see if we can get the weakness going. Beautiful in itself. We obviously are watching the attack. Ooh, we take the attack. Whoops. But we can obviously go back to that flag in a second and make sure that we are obviously utilizing that to be able to get ourselves some HP back. We're just going to go with a normal attack to start with, and then we are obviously going to go again, which is nice. And that is the good thing about the bonus of kind of making that the ice. It debuffs them and makes them a little bit slower. And we're going to go with the overcharge on this one, which should... Oh, beautiful. Just about take it fully out. And you can see only 30 XP, so it did make a massive kind of advantage there to not get the no damage. As you do progress, we will obviously get a little bit more. And you can see that we did get a little bit more XP to get level 3 on Gustav, I think is how you pronounce him. So let me know down below what you think. Like I say, you can go and rest and kind of update again. It should be pretty good. So we will see how we go, and we'll catch you all for the next one. Take care.